So how I characterize the AICLF is that it is a credential recognition program. So it's meant to help those who have credentials, who have proven that they are able to work in their career, but there is something that is stopping them from doing so. So we want to help them overcome those barriers and get back to working in their chosen career. However, we also recognize that sometimes people want to make a change. Outside of that, you do have to live in one of the 4 Atlantic provinces. And the advantage to being a regional program is that we're able to assist with movement throughout the region. So you might be in Nova Scotia today, but you have an opportunity to move to a PEI or New Brunswick or Newfoundland. You can do that, and it doesn't affect your ability to be part of this program. What we are interested in is that you are going to be successful in your credential recognition journey. So as long as you are confident in your language skills, be they French or English, to be able to complete whatever program you need to take or exam you need to write, then that's all we require. As long as you feel you can be successful with your language skills, that's all we need. These are some of the things that the funds in our program can be used for. So you can see, if there are fees, tuition, exams you need to write. If you need to focus on your studies to get your credentials recognized, we can help with some childcare. If a program or an exam you need to write isn't offered in your local community, you need to travel to another community in order to take that, we can help with those travel and accommodation expenses. You don't need any collateral. So collateral are other assets that you own, like investments or savings, car, whatever like that. Under a traditional loan situation, if you were for some reason unable to pay back the loan, they can take it from your other assets. But through our program, your assets are protected. You will not lose your savings or your home or your car if for some reason you're unable to pay it back. That's what the federal government is part of this program for. They step in, they secure the loan for you. So that is, I think, a very big benefit that your assets are protected. They are required if you want a traditional loan, but if you go through our program, they're not required. And the bottom one there, capacity, that is your ability to repay the loan. So if you're getting a traditional loan, they base it on your current capacity. What savings do you have? What income do you have right now? What we do, though, is we look at it in the future. So if you go through the program, get your credentials recognized, get back to working in your field, you're going to be in a much better position then to repay the loan. So that's what we look at, not where you are right now. So these are a few examples of some of the careers that we have helped people get back to working. So you can see it's pretty broad range. We're able to help whether it's a regulated profession or an unregulated profession. So medical sector, IT, engineering, construction, skilled trades, it's really not limited in terms of your career path. We've helped people in careers that are not listed here. And this is just a quick overview of how our system works. So the first step is just registering with us. Then in step 2, one of our specialists will contact you and set up a meeting so that they can get to learn about you and what you need, and then help you develop your action plan. So the action plan is step by step how you're going to go about it. It's time-based, so you know exactly how long it's going to take you. And there's a cost associated with each step, so we know if we need financial assistance, how much you're going to need. Step 3, we help you fill out the application for the financial assistance. We go with you through every question, make sure it's all filled in correctly, make sure you're aware of any documentation that you need and that you have that documentation. So we do everything we can to help make sure that you have a successful and complete application, even to provide you with tips about what the bank is going to look for, what makes for a successful application as far as the bank is concerned. We'll provide you with that advice so that you get a successful application. And right now we have Well, 90%, 90+% of the applications that we submit to the bank are approved. So we think the process that we have is pretty good, that it works. So if you complete step 3, then you'll, in all likelihood, move on to step 4, which is just meeting with the bank, signing the papers, getting the funds released so you can get working on your credentials. How is it going? Are you having any problems? Do you need any help? So we'll stay in touch and help you in any way that we can while you go through that process. And then step 6 is when you've got your credentials recognized, you're now able to go back and work in your career, and that means you're able to then start paying back your loan. Just like in step 5 though, we stay in touch with you on a regular basis, just to say, are you having any problems repaying the loan? If you are, we can try and help you. We can work with you, work with the bank, and try and come up with a plan that makes it easier for you to repay it.